And we're up. Hey guys, David here with the Whiskey Rebellion. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for the people who are already watching, people filing in. That's nice. I appreciate that. Please keep in mind, I do read the comments, almost all of them, Jack Frost. Yeah, so welcome back to another fine Monday with us. Happy Monday, said nobody ever who wasn't retired. Looking at you, Gino. Anyway, I want to start us off with the quote, and then we'll go into what we're drinking. I like this one. This is actually pretty good rules to live by. And you guys have probably heard this, even if you may not know the attribution. Always do sober what you said you do drunk. That will teach you to keep your mouth shut. Nobody said
it.
Sounds good logically.
Yeah.
Good luck with it.
I feel like we've had this guy before, but I'm going to go with Dean Martin on this one.
No, not a bad guess.
That's exactly what I was thinking, Charlie.
Maybe Sammy.
Gino, you got it.
Okay.
Well, it was Ernest Hemingway.
Hemingway. Okay.
It was like I need like a new list because one, we've got to run through this, and two, like the ones that aren't Hemingway and Dean Martin and Winston Churchill. That's like almost all of them. But anyway, following that, what I'm drinking is a little Papa's Pilar, the Ernest Hemingway brand. So I thought it was a nice little tie-in right there. Just real enjoyable. I was in kind of like a tropical storm kind of mood, and that makes me want to drink rum. So that's what I went with. Nothing wrong with a little Pilar. This is their. I guess this is like the original or whatever, but now they call it Flagship Dark because I know they have different brands aged in, partially aged in casks of X, Y, and Z and that. But that's the original. I love it, so I go back to it all the time. That's what I'm drinking. Mark, sir, what are you drinking?
Nice
label. It's an old favorite for me.
Oh yeah.
$10 favorite. Still one of my favorites. You chase all that shit you want. It's the best $10-12 that I've ever spent. Yep. Solid bourbon, sour mash, always good.
Yeah.
Never bad.
Very nice. Good choice there, Mark. Rob, what do you got? What are you drinking, sir?
Oh, tonight I am drinking up a new one I picked up while in Indiana. This is a Hard Truth Bottled and Bond. This is their sweet mash bourbon. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed. This is not drinking even at 100 proof to me. Like, if I knew I didn't have to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, I could probably sit here and drink half of that. I mean, not thinking But no, I got to be at work tomorrow.
That would be the hard truth.
That would be the hard truth.
We're clocking in at 6 in the morning, and
this is actually really surprisingly delicious. I didn't know what to expect. I've seen it on the interwebs, and the Whiskey Gal on Instagram pushes it a lot. Whiskey Gal. She's a pretty cool chick. Always has lots of good bourbon picks.
That's what matters. Good picks. Very nice, sir. Very nice. What about how much that put you back, if you don't mind my asking?
I think it was $54.99.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Not bad.
No. I like I said earlier, I was in Indiana, and a lot of the stuff I picked up was really good. I did manage to very reasonable, very MSRP on at least to my best guess.
Cool.
I picked up a Angel's Envy single barrel store pick for $89, $89.99. There's actually one really great distillery I've found while I've been doing it. It's the Spirits of French Lick. And they've got about 6 or 7 different lines. I picked up another one of theirs that I'm really looking forward to trying. It's called the Morning Glory. But the William B. Dalton is something I've drank on here quite a bit, which is one of theirs. It's really, really good stuff. I really enjoy them. It's a nice distillery out of Indiana.
Very cool. Good to know. Oh, we've been joined by Mr. Daniel Berry Daniel Barry's maybe sports highlights. I'm guessing that's what he was going with. Says, "Hey, what's up, Daniel? Always good having you with us. Appreciate you.
Welcome back, Daniel.
Welcome back, sir. Hope you got something in your glass tonight to enjoy with us. Speaking of in your glass, Chuck, what do you got in your glass, sir?
Well, tonight I'm drinking Hughes Bella Bedford.
Oh,
This is last year's
I have never even heard of this.
single barrel that they put out. Extra age 10 year, 108.98 proof. 10-year single barrel proof. And this is really good. And the reason why I'm drinking this tonight was because our group in Jersey dropped one of these, but it's an 11-year store pick, group pick, and it's phenomenal. And I will say that this is good, but this is the other one is so much better because it's aged more. That 1 year does so much for it.
Wow.
When I first tasted it, I said, what is this? I said, it's got rye characteristics, but it's tasting more like a Knob Creek 12 or possibly there's another one too that I had correlated it to, but it was, of course it's Bella Bedford, the rye, and great stuff. And for the price, I like it a lot. I mean, this one here I think this was $99.
Okay.
But the MSRP was about 120, 125.
Gotcha.
Nice.
I don't know. It sounds like a nice bottle. But you said the 1 year. You said that was what? Then 10 years. If the other one was the 11.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The store pick's the 11. The group pick is 11, and it's the same price as well.
No.
If you have the discount card, it's $99. If you don't have the discount card, it's $125.
The discount card, is that like the Godfather discount? So like you get
no, it's the group discount.
I'm messing, but
Rob knows about it.
Good deal.
Yeah. But no, it's not the Godfather discount.
Yeah.
But
the offer you can't refuse discount.
But there actually is a Godfather discount, but yeah.
Okay. Well, that wouldn't surprise me either. Good to know. Charlie, what are you drinking?
I'm going for a scotch tonight.
Okay.
Highland Park.
Oh, nice.
Cast strength.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
So this is release number 2. I think there have been 3. First one was great. Finished it. This one's great. Getting close. Did not pick up the third one. Just.
You said that was a cast strength?
It's a cast strength. Yeah. So.
I don't think I've
this
seen
is 63.9% ABV because over in Scotland they don't do the proofing thing. So that would be
it's hot as hell.
Just under 128, so 127.8.
For a scotch, that is hot for a scotch.
It is, yeah. I mean, the finish is fucking amazing.
Really? Damn.
And it's just, a single malt, but
sure,
amazing flavor, and that finish is still going from the last sip, so I don't even need to sip again. I like that.
Okay.
That sounds dangerous. Yeah, I think I would enjoy that. Okay, moving on. Gino, sorry, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking one of my favorites, Smooth Amblers, Founders Cast Strength Rye. This is batch number 7. Comes in at 61.6%. Was that roughly 123 proof? It is one of my favorites from that distillery, West Virginia distillery, and I saw Chuck's suggestion for a topic, so I said, yeah, I'll just grab a rye. And it's like, which rye am I going to pick? I said, yeah, I've got a backup to this one, so let's go ahead and pull the cork on this one.
Nice.
And
very nice.
I enjoyed it. If you can find it, it's not that widely distributed. It comes out in pockets, usually once, twice a year, but if you can find it, pick it up.
Good to know. Sounds like a good bottle. Okay. So that's everybody what we are drinking. We get through that in record time for this group. It's usually like another 15 minutes before we're actually done with it. But no, that's cool. Topic wise, like I just know, we got just got finished with Hurricane. Was it Helene or Helena or whatever it is?
Yeah,
Helene. That's it, Helene. And now we've
Yeah,
got Milton. So I titled it just past Milton. If anyone remembers the Office Space reference, but it looks like it's gonna be tearing ass through Florida and then just heading back out to the Atlantic Ocean. So I hope everyone in Florida is gonna be all right. I guess people in the region will probably get a lot of rain, but other than that, shouldn't be too bad. But like I saw, it was like 180 mile an hour winds and stuff like that. Like it sounds like a nasty beast where it's going to hit.
It's supposed to be a bad one.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of feedback off of somebody here. Who's doing it? Rob.
Sounds like somebody's got a printer running or something.
He's running his dot matrix printer. The dog is my fault. That one is on me.
Oh, okay.
Boss is just barked because he's an idiot. So he just there's our neighbors like
a couple of those
backing across one, like the kids are having a party or something like that. So there's a bunch of kids outside, and so he wants to be in the party, and he's just real mad that he's not. But wants to knock kids over and get their hot dogs. Anyway. So just really hoping everyone's okay. It's also why I'm drinking rum, because it just made me feel like tropical storms and all that stuff. It's kind of the vibe I was going with. And it's nice out. It's fair. It's not gotten cool, but it's in like the mid 60s right now. So we are starting to finally feel like fall a little bit. So as things cool down to transition, Chuck had suggested as a topic the kind of rise that we tend to enjoy and or are looking for as we come into the fall season fully. I know it's October; it should feel like fall. Doesn't really feel like fall here quite yet, but we're getting there. And from what Charlie has told us, it certainly does not feel like fall in Arizona.
Well, it could be bourbons as well.
Yeah. So what are you guys looking for over the next? I want to say like month and a half. What are the kind of bottles that you guys are going after, if any in particular?
The one I saw an advertisement for just the other day that piqued my interest was the Elijah Craig Toasted Rye. I saw that and I'm like, ooh, that's got to be.
Yeah, Elijah Craig Toasted's amazing. So
yeah, and Toasted Rye.
Do we have intel on the rye, or is it just by name recognition alone?
Name recognition and just saw it. Not saw it as far as physically seen it where I could pick it up. Saw it on the interwebs. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna find that.
I know I asked about it when I was in Indiana at the store I was at, and they're like, we haven't seen it yet here. We've heard about it, but we haven't seen it yet. So.
Yep.
Gotcha.
That's definitely one I've got my request in on. And if anybody sees it, I'm good to cover postage, whatever it takes. That's one I would like to have. Gotcha.
Good to know. I think for myself, and I don't even know specifically what the expression is called, but I'm a Redwood Empire fanboy. So I would be able to get like a single barrel rye or one of those expressions that they have that I've seen in the bottle. I've even tried before. In some cases, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But if I saw anything like that, and when I walked in the store, I would probably be looking to pick it up.
You mean like Rocket Top or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one I picked. That was another one I picked. I found at this place in Indiana, so I came home with a Rocket Top.
Nice, good for you, man.
Redwood Empire is doing some good stuff.
One
yet that I haven't liked.
I have been a fan of theirs for a little while, since the first time I got to try it, and then I was like looking eagerly for it to start to show up on shelves in Tennessee, and finally it did. I want to say like a couple of years ago, and I just started buying them up, because I was like, I don't know what I want to see anymore. Doing the hoarding thing, and then I saw it's like kind of more widely available now, so I've calmed down, But I was keeping a spare of like Lost Monarch and stuff like that. So because I just it's good ass whiskey.
It started showing up more because they were like, oh shit, it's flying off the shelves because you were buying it all up. So
you're welcome, Tennessee.
I still got a cast strength of the one back here. It's the Emerald Giant. That's
it's a good one.
Delicious stuff, and I'm loath to finish that bar.
Back up there.
It is how it goes. Okay, who's next? Who else looking for anything?
So I know Chuck posted about this one the other day. I really do enjoy the old Overholt, the aged old Overholts. So there's a 10 and 11. I have last year's 11 2 years ago. they did a special release in PA, and I think that one was 10. Both are just really, really good ryes. So I'd like to see what's coming out with them this year and what this year's release is going to be like.
This year's is old, and it's an 11.
This is 11. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Kind of looking forward to. Hopefully, I can find that somewhere. I don't know if I'll find it in PA. I may have to go to Ohio to get it. I know it popped up in Ohio a little bit too.
Yeah.
But definitely looking forward to finding that. I really do like the idea of the Elijah Craig toasted rye. The toasted, regular toasted is one of my tops. Actually, the one that I really like, and PA seems to be getting more in of right now, and if you see it, is the Penelope toasted rye. I've got 3 bottles of toasted rye right now.
Oof. Okay.
I have one of the Penelope toasted ryes, and I was let down by it. Now, it might have been expectations because I've had other toasted ryes that I loved, and I love everything else that I've ever had from Penelope. So yeah, expectations were sky high, and it got here, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I keep revisiting it, wanting to like it,
wanting it to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't yet.
What is your favorite toasted rye? If you're spoiled on that a little bit, Charlie, what is your like?
It's not that I'm spoiled. There was one that was it was actually a new. It was a pick by a local group here. I don't know if you'd seen it, Mark. It was Toast Rider, so it had like Ghost Rider on the back on the label. It was a barrels for good pick, and it was just stellar. And yeah, I can't explain why the Penelope toasted rye isn't working for me. I wish it was, but maybe tonight I'll revisit it again. But yeah, again, I love Penelope. Jersey boy, they're Jersey boys, so there's kind of a kinship there.
I would call myself a little bit of a Penelope fanboy. So some things I haven't been able to find yet, at least in PA. PA does seem to get a decent amount of they don't see the rosés or the Valencias. They did get a bunch of the Tokaji and some of the Amberana came in the beginning of the year. So
was that the Rio?
Yeah, the Rio. Yeah, and the Rio did come into PA for a little bit. It made it on the shelves and then disappeared as soon as it hit the squad page.
Oh yeah.
Them boys had that stuff disappearing really quick.
Just like the Blantons and the Eagle Rare does.
Yeah.
Hey Rob, one local one to be on the lookout for you that I've had it. I need to go up and get some more of it. Is Ponfay.
Yeah.
You enjoy some rye. Ponfay, that's out of Somerset, PA. A local distiller, and get the cask strength if you're going to pick it up. It's delicious.
The early part of next week, I have some time, so I may just take a drive up there.
Let me know, man. I'll meet you up there.
All right. The wife is going to Atlanta next week for the week. The grandkids are off school, and my daughter needed a babysitter for the week, so she's going down. I still got to work, but I do have 2 middle of the week days off.
But yeah, I need to get myself back up there because I'm about ready to kill my last bottle of it, so I got to restock. So just let me know when you're heading down. I'll meet up with you.
All right.
Good deal. Okay, let me see here. Who else is looking right now?
Mark.
Chuck, I was going to say, Mark and Chuck, I don't know if you guys have really
go ahead, Mark.
spending much.
Yeah, it'd be short for me. Not really. I've been so busy. I hadn't even had time to think about too much, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch and I've been watching and checking out the labels that Chuck's been sharing. I haven't even been following those as much. So yeah, I'm a little behind the 8 ball, as they say. But if I see something that catches my eye, I will let you all know.
Good deal. That's a fair answer. I have a actually. Let's go to Chuck first, and then I have something sort of new topic kind of question to ask you specifically because it's a rum question. Chuck, so what are you looking for this fall, rye wise specifically?
Rye wise specifically, that's a tough one. I do know one thing. That store pick, and I'm not just, propping up the store or anything, but that 11-year Bella Bedford from the South Jersey Bourbon Drinkers is really good stuff. I am looking forward to that sometime this week. What else am I looking for? As far as ryes go, I don't know. I did try the old Granddad, that 16-year.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
What'd you think of it?
Wasn't thrilled with it at all. I think if I were to,
man, Rob, sir, hang on a second. I gotta.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you. I just muted you real quick. It's cool. You've got some kind of feedback or something going on. I've just got you muted right now.
I have no idea from what though.
I don't know.
All beautiful.
It's all, man. It's okay, man. Blue Snowball. Where's Jack? Anyway.
So the old Granddad, I mean, it seems like an slightly elevated, regular old Granddad. Now, if you can get old Granddad for say $24 to $28, I think that's what it runs.
Yeah.
This is the regular, not the 16-year.
Right.
The 16-year is $199.99.
Oh.
Plus tax. It's just slightly elevated. It's a little oakier.
Yeah.
It's a little more refined than the regular old Granddad 114.
So it's like a slightly fancied up version of something that's solid but fairly basic.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, but Jim Beam's gone down that road with the high prices, with a lot of their new products. They're releasing a bunch of new stuff like the Infinity Little Book, the Bookers, the Reserves. I can't really complain about that one though. But the Little Book, $199.99. And I didn't purchase it. I did pick up the Reserves from Booker's, and I'm glad I did. That wasn't $199.99. I think that was $109. But
still,
it was worth that price.
I'd say, I think it was worth it. For the age statement, it's pushing. I think it's between 8 and 19 year, or is it 8 and 14 years product in the bottle. The Reserves. But as far as Little Book, I didn't want to go that crazy with, Beam Suntory products. And it just seems like a lot of their other products are strange too. Like, what was that one? Hardin's Creek, 2-year.
Oh,
and there was another one. That 2-year was like $79.
Why?
And it's a 2-year. Then they had a corn whiskey.
I could never. For a 2-year-old whiskey, $70. There's no.
It had a nice little leather snap on the top and all that crap.
But it tasted like leather too.
Like it's supposed to be about what, $10 a year?
Too much like leather.
Yeah,
You can get leather notes, but I mean,
I'd say $15 a year with today's prices.
Okay,
but still, I mean, I think Jim Beam's just going down the wrong path. They're just going, that
Max
Whistle
Profits.
Pig. Max Profits. Whistle Pig started it. Now you're seeing Buffalo Trace heading down that street with the Weller Millennium.
Yeah.
$75.99. And people aren't even paying that much for it. They're paying like $6,000 for it after people buy it.
I know.
Then people are just trying to get rid of it. So they're losing money on it.
Wow.
And
they think they're going to flip it. They think they're going to flip.
I know.
They pay
and as long as they keep doing that, it's going to.
Yeah. It's
they're
terrible.
They're going to take that chance. There's going to be some idiot out there who's going to buy it. So they throw it out there for that.
$7,500, and people offer them $6,000 because they got to pay the credit card next month.
Right.
That's what happens. They got to pay that mortgage payment.
I still don't get how people live that way, but that's okay.
They do.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll get off my
Didn't do it. Yeah.
little.
No,
I hear you. We all have our little hobby horses.
I agree.
We're
with
here
you.
to talk about max
Crazy.
profits and putting wax on the bottle and charging another $100. And Jody's, when he's here, he talks about how much he hates Jack Daniels. Like we all have our thing. Talk about how I don't have any money. Yeah, unicorn farts.
It's crazy. I mean, because there is so many bargain bourbons and ryes out there, and people will chase these unicorns.
And then there's the homemade unicorns.
And yeah, exactly. The ones from the arts and crafts department, It's
I mean, honey, what, made in a sink?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. And they're charging $4.50 for it, and people are lining up.
Yeah.
That's just nuts.
That's crazy. That's not
bottled
crazy.
in Ben.
That's just me. I don't think
instead of bottled in Bonk.
Yeah.
Bottled and bent over.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, for me, it's not one of those crazy topics. I don't get it why people are lining up at liquor stores for these drops. It's like, why? I got better things to do with my time. I'm retired, and I got better things to do with my time than waste it sitting in frickin' line.
Yeah,
on a chance of getting something.
You guys have heard me talk about that. I can't do that. I cannot.
Yeah,
even if I had the money.
It was a good time. I mean, I was in line with a buddy. We bullshitted. We met other people. I had my laptop. I did some work. That being said, would I do it again? No. But I tried it. Again, everybody's got their own budgets for money, for their time. If that's how you want to spend your time, okay, do it. But not for me.
There's too much else out there to get and enjoy. And if you come across one every now and then, it's like, oh, okay, bring it home with you.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, it's like, I've got better things to do.
Seriously. But some people do with their time, I guess.
Yeah.
Moving on, I have a question. So this one might be for you, really anybody who is familiar at all with Jamaican rums. So my supervisor, this is new topic. So my supervisor at work, or one of my supervisors at work, he's on a Disney cruise, but they're going a couple places in Jamaica and stuff like that. And he was asking me for recommendations. I was like, I don't really know a lot specifically about Jamaican rums. I did a little quick research and gave him some recommendations. I kind of want to see how I did, if anyone can speak to this. So here are the brands or the distilleries that I recommend he go check out if he gets down around there, which I don't know how much he's going to get to explore and all that stuff. But if he gets a chance, or even to go in a liquor store and see, hey, look, they got this thing. I'm going to bring it back with me on the boat. Duty free. And I told him, I say, well, if it's 2 bottles, then give me one. I'll Venmo you.
There you go.
Get one. And if you only get 1 bottle, get it for yourself and enjoy it. But I told him about Hampton Estate. Worthy Park Estate. I told him only the 9-year because I was looking at some of the different expressions. One of the things I noticed about Jamaican rum that I can speak to this just a little bit, they have a penchant for overclocking their rums or overproofing their rums, which is the 64 and up % alcohol rums, which are
Dave, they
nose hairs.
Dave, they do that for everyone that's called but me.
Wait, say that again.
They do that for everyone on this call but me.
They do that for everyone but you?
Look at all of us except me. So that's Jamaican novelty.
Gotcha.
Now the locals will drink the one green label. I can't think of the name of it. Help me out, Chuck.
What color's the label?
Green. I want to say green and white. White and green. Anyway, I'll come back to me. But that's pretty much the only rum that they'll drink. Otherwise, it's just Appleton's.
Gotcha. And I've got to be honest, I've had the 12-year of Appleton's. It's not bad. It just I don't go ooh Appleton's. I don't get excited about what they have on offer necessarily.
No.
I thought the 12-year Appleton that I bought 2 years ago was way over oaky. Yeah. It didn't have a really pleasant aftertaste.
There's a little bit too much ethanol for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I used it to make sauce at camp. So.
Oh, there you go. That's something. But anyway, so I had told him Hampton Estate, Worthy Park, Monmouth, Clarendon, and Long Pond. Just because a couple of those at least have a little bit more history. Yeah. I said, to check those out. Don't get anything that's overclocked because he's not going to like it, and that's whether anybody else likes it or not. I know he's not going to like it. So I told him to stay away from it.
Okay.
Just from what I know about his palate, with not a ton, but a little bit. But anyway, so those were my recommendations, and having tried really none of those myself, just based on research off the internet. Did I steer him right? So
no, I would say you did well. I would say you did very well.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Good
you did very well to me. Yeah.
But that's hard to see.
For me, I'm always hesitant to recommend rums, just because my rum palate is different. Most, as I always say, a lot of times that a lot of the rums that American, in particular, whiskey drinkers like, I like some of them, but not all of them.
Okay. When
I'm drinking my rum, I want to know I'm drinking rum.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want it to be bamboo sweet, but I want that sweetness.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a thing it seems like characteristic also of Jamaican rums versus some other ones. They tend to be a little bit lighter and fruitier, but also funkier as well in terms of palate. From what I was reading, they can be.
If you're drinking, say, an Agricole or
I was just about to say
that.
I steer everyone away from Agricole unless you've had it. Try it first.
You have to try it first.
Yeah.
Okay. If you buy Agricole and you're not used to it,
I read on some of these bottles in their tasting notes, they're literally listed as gasoline and kerosene, in tasting notes that you will taste fuel in some of these. That's really not my vibe at all. That's not where I'm at personally. I would try it, obviously, because that's who I am. I will try it, but I can't say that's something I would want to come back to.
That wasn't something from marketing, was it, David?
No, these were reviewers saying this is what you get, whiskey exchange type folks, and the bourbon assault, and these kinds of folks. But it was something rum related. But these kinds of reviewers, these sites.
So maybe Truly and what's the other one? White Claw or their thing or something, maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, I know there can be stronger, notes, especially if it's a little too, accurate, or if there's a little too much ethanol, it can burn somebody out. Yeah, it can be a little astringent, and but
that just seems a little bit harsh, though.
Yeah, that seems like a lot. Anyway, so I did what I could to steer him, but he's not at work for a week, so he's already winning.
Yeah.
Go have fun, boss. But
it's Ray and Nephew that I was trying to think of.
That's it.
What?
Ray and Nephew. I can never think of the one I need to think of.
WREY.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind. By the way, Mark, I don't mind a rum that is kind of sweet. I don't need them all to be aged in, ex-bourbon barrels and have that, that whiskey finish on them.
Yeah.
I will say, still my favorite. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're fine. I would say still my favorite marriage is probably a Scotch that has been finished in a rum cask, though. That's between the Balvenie 14 and the Lagavulin.
Yeah, I can say Lagavulin, the Offerman edition.
Lagavulin, yeah, the 11 year that I was gushing about the other week. Just knocked my socks off. It was really good. But other than that, no, I like a rum that can be a little bit sweet. I want to taste that heavy hit of caramel. I want the vanilla. I want some bananas. I want those kinds of fruit flavors to come out as well. No, I enjoy all that, but I enjoyed some of the other ones that can be a little bit drier too. Like Navy Yard is a little bit drier. Those are good rums. I don't know. I embrace the larger view of the Force. You guys know that. But yeah,
what I did. what I did for Jody, it was, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. I sent Jody about 20 or so different rums, and I kind of took him across the entire like gamut of rums. so
where does he fall on the spectrum?
I'd have to go back because I don't remember now. He didn't. I know he didn't. He wasn't a fan of the bamboo, of course, and I don't think he liked the agricole. And I sent him a couple of ones that were finished in different barrels. Actually, I think he liked most of those. So
yeah, he's the kind of drinker that wants it more on the bourbony side of things.
Yep.
And I know that because when it's been a while, but you used to go over at his place all the time. We'd hang out and shoot the shit and argue politics as we do. But like whatever I brought, especially if I brought a rum, that it was going to be a drier rum, that it was going to be something that was probably finished in, a bourbon barrel, something like that. That way I knew he would drink the damn thing because he's picky. Like he's not like me. You can't just bring anything and know I'll be happy. Like you got to bring certain things for him or he'll turn his nose up at it.
Just bring the Jack Daniels. He'll be good.
Yeah. But he liked that bottle of Sinatra, by the way. I know we're talking shit about him because he's not.
You posted that thing about the McLaren and Jack Daniels co-op thing earlier today, Chuck, and sure as shit, I was at the store tonight. It's there on the shelf, and I'm like, yeah.
The old one.
No, it's the 2024.
Is it
That's
toasted?
what it said. No, it's still on the
that's
shelf.
because that came out in like April.
Okay.
And it's lower proof.
Okay.
This one, the new one's going to be higher proof with toasted.
All right, gotcha. Because I looked and it did say 2024. So
yeah.
Like,
so let me ask a rum question again because I see this a lot and I don't know much about it other than there's a few things that I like. I see a lot of rums that have like a 5 and 5, 5 plus 5, 5 plus whatever. Is that two separate agings? In years? I don't understand.
That is a great question.
That's a good question.
I'd have to see it.
I'd have to see it too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the brand that I saw the other day. To take a picture of it next time I'm in a liquor store. I'll post it up.
Okay.
Was it finished in something? Yeah, I was about to say, was it like 5 years in the
sounds like it's a finish.
rum cask and 5 years in like wine or whiskey or something? That's a long time to put in something else.
That's a long, and it wasn't like it was an expensive bottle. It was like a $49.
That's the beauty.
$44 or $49 bottle.
You can get pretty good ass rum for about $45
damn good rum for real good prices.
Yep. Indeed.
I don't know if it's true of that one, but I don't know if I've seen the 5 and 5 thing.
I don't know, but to me it sounds like it's
I'll take a picture next time.
Or it could be because I have seen this as rums that are like sourced from like the Ron Azelko is an example of that. It's like rum that's sourced from like half a dozen different countries, and so there's like some from here, some from here, some from here, all over the place, and they they combine it in a
like Plantation has one like that.
Yeah.
Or Plantaray, I should say.
Right.
Plantaray. Yes. That's what they call them now.
Yeah,
that is what they are now. Yes.
And that may be the one that
I mean, to be honest, the word plantation has always had a certain vibe to me of going, oh, that's not.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
But it's a French, connotation, and they had no idea, basically what they were doing, and they finally said, "Oh, well, we didn't know that."
Oops.
Yeah, when they stop thinking about plantations, they just stop thinking about it.
Yeah, like you guys were talking about that the plantation or the whatever the new name is, the pineapple one.
Plantaray.
Thank you. So my wife's a rum fan, and I picked her up a bottle of that, and it still says plantation on it.
Yeah.
My oldest, she's 22. She's like, they can't say that. She got very offended.
Well, they have a new sticker. They put a sticker over top of the plantation. It says Plantaray, and it basically covers that one.
Yeah, I didn't get that sticker.
In some places, they do that.
Yes,
there is still.
They just recently started doing that because they had that process going since 2020.
Yep.
They initiated that process of getting rid of it, and they had to go through all kinds of hoops to change their name.
I'm sure, yeah.
And all this
Yeah,
other stuff.
rebranding is expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Very
wanted to
expensive.
mention, since we're talking about rums and, going from bourbons and ryes, what about Armagnac? Has anybody tried Armagnac?
Yeah, there's Mark, Kang, Uncle Kang. He's a big cognac and he owns there's a liquor store owner here in Phoenix. He's a big cognac and Armagnac guy. You go and hang out with him, and he'll have a bunch of bottles open. He'll share samples. I bring samples to him, and he's
Who's
giving
that,
me
Tom?
like Michael Kang. It's Star Liquor.
Oh, Kang. Oh, yeah, Kang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, big cognac, Armagnac. It's kind of sweet for me. I wasn't a huge fan.
Chuck,
Which
you and
brand
Rob
did you
have
try?
bottles from him.
I don't recall the brand specifically.
Was it the Rose Black box? Maybe.
I don't think so. Honestly, it's been a couple of years, so even if you said it, I'd be like, my old man brain is not going to remember.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was just wondering, because I'm a big fan of the Rose.
Okay.
Say there, and La Cantata, Terra K. But the Rose, I have a pretty nice collection of from 1967 up into 2001.
Okay.
But not all of the grape types or the vineyards, I guess you would say, the types of grape. I am pretty like De La Poste is one of my favorites.
Okay.
De La Gobe and Cousin Lazao.
That name sounds
They're
familiar.
some of my favorites right now. And I just picked up, as a matter of fact, a 78, an 80, and a 1992, I think it is, out in Edmonton, Canada, when I was out there a few weeks back. Haven't opened those yet, but I'm planning on opening those with a buddy this week.
A fan of the cognac, Armagnac finished whiskeys as well? Or
I'm sorry?
are you a fan of the cognac and Armagnac finished whiskeys as well? Or?
Yes, very much so.
Those are often good, yeah.
I don't know if
in Belgium last year, I have not cracked it open. I couldn't even tell you the brand name right now. It's in at home in AZ.
Where are you right now?
Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, you're up there. Say hi to my uncles for me.
Got
uncle, the other one's in Pittsburgh now. But, yeah.
Rob will get him. I got the other.
Oh, there you go. You got my family covered. I appreciate it.
We got you.
Chuck, I was going to say, I don't know if they distribute out by you, but Iron they do a lot of cognac and Armagnac finishes. St. Sally, I think it is. That's one of their brands. In fact, so they're in Denison, Texas. Denison is the sister city to cognac. They're very big in the whole like cognac and Armagnac finish.
Okay.
So, yeah, keep an eye out for Iron Root. Good people, good whiskeys. Yeah, Iron Root Republic. They're out of Texas.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a cool name too. I like it.
It's actually a wild story. So it's two brothers,
Okay.
Robert and Jonathan Licorice, and Robert was in his last year of law school, I believe. I don't think he graduated yet, and he decided, I don't want to do this. I want to open a distillery. So he and his brother actually traveled the world and worked at different distilleries around the world, learning how to distill whiskeys. And yeah, they do some amazing stuff out there. Again, good people, good whiskeys.
Dude, I hope he's very successful because I can't imagine going most of the way through law school and then walking away with all that student loan debt and crushing student loan debt.
Jonathan, the older brother, I think he's a master distiller. He was I believe an electrical engineer. He had like an established career, and they were both like, "Okay, let's make whiskey." And then their parents, John and Marcia, they're part of the company too now.
Okay.
Family-run place. They take great pride in what they do, and huge Armagnac and cognac fans.
Oh.
Yeah, that's awesome, and happy
Out of
for him.
Texas.
Seriously, I'm just like, I didn't go to law school because I found out what it was going to cost. this is a while ago. This is more than 10 years ago. I was like, I'm going to die before I pay that off. Like, I'm not doing that. So I didn't go to law school for that reason. I can't imagine.
I'm
going
sure it was an interesting conversation at the dinner table.
And then decided to just not finish. So
I'm gonna make moonshine.
You know what?
I got me a still up on the hill, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I need to reach out to my guys. Matter of fact,
I'm gonna try this one now.
Oh, you dirty dog! Yes, sir.
Found
man.
North.
How is it?
19 year. Oh, this is good stuff.
God, that's a pretty looking bottle.
No, that's the Found North, man. That
I'll put you up on the big screen. Check. I want to see that bottle.
All right, here you go.
Nice.
Is that the new one that's come out?
Man, look.
Not the new one. That's an 8 year.
Like the
Okay.
topography going
They've
on.
got
man.
another one coming out. I think that might be the one that I had. I killed that quick.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Yeah, the new one is
Thanks,
the
sir.
new one that hasn't come out yet is 8 year.
Okay.
Hey, David, big screen me, man. Big screen me.
Big screen, Charlie. All right.
Big screen me.
I got you.
Uh-oh.
I got you.
So this is Saints Alley. Again, this is done by Iron Root Republic. So finishing Armagnac casks.
Nice.
Okay.
Did I try that one,
This
Charlie?
one is. I don't think you did. This is port and cognac casks.
Port and cognac. Okay.
Oh, you
That
can see
sounds
the
pretty
hold them
good.
up, hold them both up together. Hold them both
Look
up
at the color.
together so people look at the difference in the color.
Black and red. Oh yeah, look at that.
Port and cognac.
Mhm. Nice.
So actually, Robert was in town recently, and we hung out a bit, and he dropped these with me. So they're more for my wife because again, I'm not a big cognac and Armagnac guy, and these are well, I'll say 107 proof. That's not terrible, but yeah,
That's not terrible.
These are proof for
Knobs, aren't we? Yeah. All right.
Any ideas on which Armagnac brand is in the barrels are finished in?
I don't know, but I can probably find out. I can ask and see what I can find out.
All right.
That would be a good follow-up question, research topic, what have you. Because a lot of these, it's like, oh, it's finished in such and such barrels, whether it's rum, whiskey, wine, Armagnac, whatever it is. But we don't ever know what brand that is or what the quality thereof is, or is it should one assume it's just some low quality off brand? What I mean?
Perfect example. And I hate to cut you off, but
No, you're fine. Go
Basil Hayden
ahead.
had a red wine finish,
Yeah.
and I've always said to myself, "What's that
Boone's
mean?
Farm.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, is it Mad Dog? Or are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Thunderbird?
Damn straight.
Where we
Logan
going?
David's finest.
Little
You know, I
Midori.
mean, I'm okay with Thunderbird and Mad Dog. Just tell me which one it is.
Yeah.
I'll drink those.
The
that's
grape, the Mad Dog grape.
Yeah, I mean, but just tell me which one, not just red wine.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell me
I have
much.
wondered that many, many times. And when you get a better quality, I always talk about Balvenie for, it's aged in Caribbean. It is a damn good Scotch. I do want to know what kind of rum barrels it was aged in. Where did they get them from? How would one find out if they wanted to know? I think it's,
Trinidad barrels.
okay, but we've got the country, right? Let's narrow it down is what I'm saying. Is I want to know where it came from. What was the stuff that was in there? Was that stuff any good? Where is that stuff now? Those are the questions that tend to run through my mind when I see something that's been aged or finished in a XYZ cask.
The fun thing about that is how would you ever find out?
That's what I'm saying. It's I'm curious about that. It's
That is a curiosity.
somebody has to know, obviously,
because you're drinking the Pilar tonight, and there is another Pilar that I prefer over the regular one.
Is it
That's
the
the
sherry?
one finished in the I can't pronounce it. It begins with an O.
Oloroso.
Sherry casks. That's it.
Oh yeah.
It's finished in those sherry casks, and it's okay, that's cool. Where are those from? But but I prefer that finish over the one you're drinking.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that one, so I might have to get that one because at the rate I'm going, I haven't had this that long. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's all beautiful.
So I have a question for the group.
Yes.
We discussed this, or maybe I just was mentioning it in the group, but Midwinter Night's Drum, whatever you want to call it. Number 12, Act 12, Scene 1 through 7. $150, 98.6 proof. Are you a buyer of that
Nope.
at 150 plus?
I seriously doubt it.
So,
No.
as I said, I didn't get last year's because of you, Chuck. So this year,
Well, I'm glad I made a difference, Mark. Thank you.
yes, sir. Sure.
They need to get with you,
that
Chuck. They
seriously.
need to flip you with.
That was
they
one
need to
of
apply
the
you
few pallets I actually 100% trust.
with whiskey and dollars.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably get a bottle, but I would like to try it first. I would like a pallet that I trust to tell me that they've liked it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So off of that, probably not. Then again, I would have to try it myself first.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I kind of agree with your thought there.
Not blind. No,
I'm not just going to totally pass it off, but that price just scares me. Even though I get a discount and a pretty nice discount on that one.
Yeah.
I think I paid $101 for the last one. But that's still too much for what it is.
For blind, yeah. Because listening to you talk about the last couple of years, it's gone down and down.
Yeah, that's all I'm hearing. Like you need some proof.
I think it was number 9 was my last, the one that I really liked, and then 10, maybe it was 8, but 9, 10, and 11 just were subpar. I mean, it's just there's some store picks actually, believe it or not, that are very good as far as High West products, and they're not expensive. They're like $57. And then you look at High West, Midwinter Night's Drum, and you just say, $150 for that? Come on. How many times can you do it before you just say, no, I'm not doing this anymore?
Yeah, I know that I picked up a High West PA pick, since we really don't do store barrel picks. They'll do state picks.
And they don't pick those, right?
Yeah, I know.
They just grab whatever they can.
Yeah. But the one that they got from High West 2 years ago was pretty good. It was better than a regular High West. So,
I mean, Total Wine does the same thing. Total Wine just gets whatever they can as far as picks. They don't have a pick team.
Okay.
So, anybody else?
No, I ain't looking at that. I never have. I've gotten to try one Midwinter Night's Drum. Man, the spirit of Jody just came over my speaking abilities there. Midwinter Night's Drum. I tried it once at his place. He had one of the better years of it. It was pretty good, but like for what I know, like the price point to get into that, to play that game, like I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but believe it or not, there was a time when it was $54.
Yeah,
right.
That's
That's
when I was still reachable. Could I go out once a year, spend $54 on something like that? Yes, I could.
But it wasn't that long ago. That's crazy.
Ain't $100.
That's true.
And I remember $125.
Started.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. $150, drinking it blind. Buying it blind. No, I don't think so. I'll hang back, and if it's gone, it's gone. What did I lose?
Because there was one time, I think several years ago, maybe it was 5 or 6, maybe 4. One of my store guys said, he's putting them on the shelf. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm putting these on the shelf. I said, just put them back in the box. And he puts them back in the box, and I said, just hand me the box. And I took the whole case.
What are you?
Nice.
And he's looking at me. He's looking at me with his mouth open, and he's like, "Oh shit, I just fucked up," because
right,
because the pricing on it was incredible at the time.
It's nice.
That's the way it goes, though. You get a good price on something, you almost don't want to tell too many people.
Right.
Nobody likes to share their.
Until it's too late.
Yeah.
Keep that quiet.
I do share. Sometimes I'm selective, but I will share with people who I know like can and will appreciate.
Mhm.
If there is a deal falling somewhere, like that Gersten, that Scotch that was $20. Like there are people that I know locally that I know would appreciate it. And I was like, go here, just pick one up. It's $20. Like you're not going to be sad about it.
You didn't run out of the store after you bought that, right?
I didn't run to my car. No, I did not.
Okay.
I didn't. I wondered if I should have.
Yeah.
Really, I wondered if they had mislabeled the rack or something, because I'm like, the box by itself could probably justify, because it is a real wooden box. I still have it.
$20. I mean,
I want to find something to do with it, like, you know, like the quality that went into making the puffery aspects around it would justify the price point by itself, because like you could pull the little things out if you wanted to use it as storage. It reminds me like when I was a kid, you put your rocks in there or whatever, collectibles kind of stuff you would have. Like it is a nice little box. And then, the Scotch was not bad. Like I would have been upset. You heard me already. I would have been upset if I'd spent $75 on it. $20 all day long, I'm fine. It's great. For $20, I'm great. So I probably will go back.
But if you have the opportunity, these days. It's what I was telling you about. I think it was last week. It might have been a week before. It's New Riff. It is their Sour Mash single malt. If you see that,
go for it.
You will like that, Dave.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did mention that. Okay.
It is.
I might need to go out somewhere tomorrow. I've got
very oak forward on the beginning.
My men's group meeting is tomorrow. I haven't bought a bottle for you.
Hit very oak forward, but it finishes just like a peated single malt Scotch.
Nice.
That's how the finish goes out on that. It's not a bad pour. It's going to be here on my. Well, it's actually a floor bourbon at the moment. It'll be there for a while.
Floor bourbon.
I'm out of shelf space, dude.
So I was wondering if that's more like where you end up.
No comment.
No.
After enough, he's enjoying his retirement.
I learned floor bourbon from my man, Mark, my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Who forgets he has bottles.
The carpet fibers out of his beard.
Yep.
So in the background, I got the TV going, and I got some WWE wrestling going on.
Uh-oh.
Guess who the the sponsor is for WWE right now?
17
small batch 1792. They've got barrels. Wow. I don't know, some match that they got all kind of plunder around the ring, but they've got barrels of 1792 empty bourbon barrels. I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
WWE and Barton getting together.
Okay. Interesting.
Sorry, when you said what you had on TV, I immediately had to check the Kansas City New Orleans game.
Oh, sports ball.
Purely for my fantasy league. I'm first place in my fantasy league. The sports ball guy who never watches the game. I'm in first place right now, and I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna win this week too.
Is there any money in it?
Yeah. We all pay in, I think, 25, and I think the winner gets 100, and second place gets 50. Last season, I came in second place, so I got $50.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'll take it. And then really, these are all old coworkers, and it's like the money's nice and stuff, but talking shit to my old boss when I beat him in fantasy, like that's priceless, guys. You need to know, like, the joy in my heart when I get to do that. I actually beat his ass last week.
Speaking of talking shit, and I'm going to speak out a little bit on my grandsons.
All right.
Their little Pee Wee League team, Laurel Highlands Pee Wee League. Mm-hmm. They had their season finale this past Sunday, and they finished first place in their division.
Hell yeah, good for them.
Southwestern PA. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'll drink
There's some trash talking.
There you go.
Yeah, bud.
Nice. That's what's up.
There it is.
Yep.
Feelings I was trying to avoid.
And I'll tell you what, if you guys haven't been to a Pee Wee football game, that is highly entertaining.
I'm sure it's fucking adorable.
It is.
Yeah.
It's them little 8-year-olds crash into each other.
Figuring out which way to run.
Helmets. Exactly.
And it's not only fun watching the kids on the field.
Into the river?
Did you what?
Did you get involved
No.
in throwing the goalpost into the river down
No,
there?
dude.
Oh man, I heard about that.
But
I still don't
it's
understand
not
why
like
people
fun
do that.
watching the kids on the field. What's really hilarious too is listening to the parents in the stands. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
come on,
that's
kid, you
crazy.
didn't do this because yeah. And we're talking kids that are second grade and lower. In this
They're all
division.
future NFL stars, Gene.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I
They're all
always
Deion
see,
Sanders.
Trophy winners in the making right here before
Is it
my eyes.
the Breakfast Club line? You know, where the jock
Oh.
is your intensity is for shit. Win.
Yes,
Like,
pretty much.
damn, dude.
It's like you
Yeah.
gotta penetrate. You gotta get in there.
They're like
You
seven.
gotta
I mean, they are intense, man.
Man,
I'm not sitting there
You gotta
laughing. my
penetrate.
head
This
off.
sounds like something in a porn flick.
Seriously.
I know, right?
I bet Jody's ears are on fire tonight.
Hey,
We've hit all the high notes. He wasn't here to comment. But
I
we are
know.
past the hour, guys. I'm happy to move into the after show and continue hanging with y'all, gentlemen. But as far as the live show goes, thank you, viewers, for hanging in there with us. I appreciate that. We all do. We like an audience to our shenanigans.
and hit a
Comment
now and then
more,
if you're
seriously,
watching
because
us.
I will read it, except for certain things Jack Frost says that will piss people off. So outside of those things, I'm going to read whatever's on that teleprompter, like Ron Burgundy. Just Ron Burgundy with like self-preservation skills. But yeah, that said,
Smash the button.
oh yeah, the mash.
Smash the
So
button, ring the
please
bell.
like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll get a little reminder when we're coming on. But talk some shit and drink some whiskey and rum and whatever else we feel like that night. Like, we're here to have a good time. We want you all to have a good time with us.
Your choice.
And
The
remember,
beverage of your choice. Yes.
join the VIP.
Yes. Email Jody because he's responsive to that.
That's right.
Ask him
Jody
to go into
Jody
the VIP.
be right in.
And all the hate mail.
Email Jody.
Jody Lamons.
Jody Lemons.
L-E-M-N.
Dr. Jody Lemons.
Dr. Jody
Doctor.
Lemons.
Don't forget the doctor. He worked hard
That's right.
for that.
Hardly worked.
Life gave him lemonade.
Yeah,
He made some
something like
lemons.
that. It's all good.
But anyway,
Oh,
again,
you will,
thank you
Jody.
guys first of all for being here, sharing this Monday evening for me. Always makes my day better. Seriously, like I'm tired before I start doing these things at the end. I'm like, man, I'm glad I did this. I always am.
Yep.
Much love to the
Be
viewers.
good to yourselves.
Be safe.
Be safe
to
if you're
yourself.
down in
Hurricane
down in
Milton,
the
go
path
fuck
of
yourself.
Melvin.
Go away. Don't hurt anybody. And
Wow.
enjoy
Love
the
y'all.
Atlantic
Be
Ocean.
good.
Yes.
Holy shit. Go fuck yourself. Damn.
And on that note, thank you. Good evening and good night.
Peace.
Night, night.
Cheers.